Hi friends, I am sharing this in my YouTube channel. Please like it, please subscribe for it, and please also press the bell icon. Now, we all are very clear as to what's happening around. We all know how things are changing. We also know how bad the situation is. We have seen various types of messages coming to us, and we are literally doing what we need to do at this point of time. We are taking care of our personal hygiene and sanitizing efforts. Of course, we do take care of our friends as well, and probably the people who are known to us, we are advising them to do this in a meticulous manner. Now, there's one thing that's probably not clear to any one of us as to how long will this go on. None of us probably would be able to give an answer for this. So it's better that we live for the day, we plan for the day, and we execute the plans. It's a beautiful opportunity to spend time with family, and for those who are around with children, it's a wonderful time for husband and wife to spend time with children, to learn them, to make them, to know them better, to make them learn about, things around, to inculcate good values into them, make them be aware of what's happening around and what has been the world like all through. I mean, there are a lot of wonderful things that could be done at this point of time, along with which we have always known that tougher are the situations, might be it'll go still tougher. So we need to be prepared. So planning essentially has to be done at every step of our life. And probably those of us who are able to help people, friends, relatives, let's do it to them as well. We have always heard of this terminology, success. Success, we always know that it's a relative term. Some people, what they think as success is definitely not success to most of the others. Now, at this point of time, so success, as we know, is a relative term and it's not absolute. There's this beautiful story about a young lad asking a scholar the definition of success. The scholar said that he would practically demonstrate it to him and asked him to come to the seashore the next day. The next day, when they reached the seashore, the scholar held the hand of the lad with his right hand. He held the left hand of the lad and started walking right into the sea. After a certain distance, the lad could probably feel that he wasn't safe. He was probably approaching a level where his head was going to get submerged in water, and he was astonished with this action of the scholar, and he couldn't do anything because his hand was held very tight by the scholar. Yeah, what he thought did really happen. The head of the lad got submerged into the water. At that point of time, when he was trying to take it out, he couldn't breathe. I mean, he was feeling helpless. And suddenly he felt the relief. His hand was released by the scholar, and that particular moment, he just took his head above the water level and had a very deep breath. And he ran back to the shore. What else would he have done? And he never wanted to meet the scholar again. But then the scholar had a point to prove. He just made him stop for a minute and asked him, "Have you understood what success is?" The lad smiled sheepishly about having, come out of this big risk. So said, "No, what were you trying to demonstrate?" Then the scholar told the boy very clearly, at that point of time when your head was submerged into the water, when I just released your hand, you wanted something. He said, "Yes, I couldn't breathe. I had to breathe. I had to first save myself. I had to have oxygen let into me. He said, how much did you want? He said, I would have given all my life to want it. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's how I survived. I wanted it so much more that you released my hand, I got it, and then I came. The scholar said, that's the definition of what you asked, is of what success is. The more you want it, the better it comes to you. The more you ask for it, the more you strive for it, the more you work harder for it, the more you think of it, the more you work on it, it keeps coming near and near and nearer to you. At one point of time, you really become successful. So it's this nature of wanting it more will make the person successful. Now friends, at this pandemic, how is this applicable to us is like very simple. We all want a remedy. We all want to get out of this. We all want to, be safe, be, not be affected. Thank God we are safe, and then we don't want to be affected. We don't want any of our friends, relatives, and people known to us, and the whole world for that matter, to be affected. So probably the best thing that all of us could do is the power of belief, the positive thinking, and the situation is tough. The projections are very high. The damage has already been done and still continuing to be done. So we need to ask for, the want. The want in us has to go on increasing, that we would come out of this pandemic very soon. We want to come out of this pandemic very soon. The world would once again become a peaceful place to live, probably the place which we used to live in for, these 3, 4, 5 months back. So the want is important, the intention is important, the passion, the asking for it is very important. And one best way of asking is probably increase our belief, and probably increase the belief in the supreme power, the Almighty. And if we had been probably praying about half an hour a day, we could increase it to 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. We could go on asking the supreme power, the Almighty, to get us relieved of this pandemic, and probably give us that best, that best condition. I mean, the normalcy. Let's try and pray, and let's try and want it more. And somewhere or the other, there is a solution to it. And let's hope that all of us get the solution. All of us live happily for a long time to come. And may God bless us all. Thank you.